Hi Aries, welcome to Elle's House of Tarot. I hope you guys have had a great week so far. A little rough for me, but we're doing okay. So this week we are doing you and your person readings. I'm doing a little bit differently. I'm getting your energy, their energy, and the mutual energy in between. It's still a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So if your sun sign doesn't resonate, you can check out the other placements in your chart. Sometimes those resonate more. Being a general reading, make sure you're only taking the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. Can we get Aries energy, please? What is Aries energy? If you would like to take a deeper look at your personal situation, you can book a reading with me by sending an email to ellshouseoftarot@gmail.com. Okay. And what is Aries person's energy? The weekly tarot schedule and my email are down in the description box. Oh, I'm getting two cards. It's okay. And then what's the mutual energy between Aries and their person? These cards are shuffling weird. There we go. Okay. So we have retreat for your energy. They are getting free yourself and very soon. Interesting. And then we have codependency in between. Oh no. Okay. So this is pretty clear. Oh, let's pull this down. Sorry, I had them pulled up so they can put the tarot cards down. So there is an issue with codependency between you and your person. You're too reliant on each other. I think I was initially getting retreat as you retreating from them, not like a vacation. Felt like you needed to move away from it. It says time to disconnect from the world, but I feel like you need to disconnect from your person because there's too much codependency going on here. Then we have free yourself. I think your person is understanding that there is a codependency issue or some sort of issue that's too restricting, and they're trying to free themselves. I mean, this little unicorn, he's just in this tiny little fence, and he's chained down too. So they're trying to free themselves. It feels more like mentally trying to get out of their own head. And then we have very soon. I think they realize that this issue needs to be fixed sooner rather than later. But I'm also getting another message, which is specific probably to a smaller group of you. Your person is in a third-party situation. They are in another relationship with somebody else, and they are going to free themselves. They may be codependent on this person. It feels like a karmic energy they're in a relationship with. There may be a codependency issue there that they're trying to get out of. But I think you Aries have stayed too enmeshed in the situation while they're in this, which is why I feel like you need to retreat from them, have some time to heal and work on yourself so they can get out of their situation. And it almost feels like the sooner you disconnect from them, the sooner they're going to resolve this issue. Okay, now, don't have an expectation. Don't go up to your person and say, I'm retreating, and go sit in your room expecting the phone call saying, okay, I left them. Okay, don't do that because they won't leave. If you do that, they'll stay because they can feel your energy. So if you retreat from them, it has to be from your core, that's because it's the right thing for you to do for yourself and not as some sort of leverage to get them to leave their connection. Okay. All right. So what are Aries' current feelings towards their person? What are Aries' current feelings towards their person? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to take these two cards because they came out face up. And one more for Aries' feelings towards their person. Interesting. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups, which is exactly what I was saying. We have Justice, and then we have Temperance in the reverse. All right, I think you've lost some patience with your person. You want justice for yourself and for the situation, so you're ready to walk away. Again, don't walk away out of spite or with the expectation that walking away is going to trigger a change or a reaction from them. You have to walk away for yourself. But I think you're realizing that it's time. Okay. Now it's interesting in this deck, usually in the Eight of Cups, the person is already walking away. They have their back to the cups and they're heading towards the mountains. The cups are in front of her and she's sitting in what looks like to possibly be like a pool, headed there towards the sunset, maybe the ocean. She hasn't walked away yet. She's not swimming to the sunset yet. Those cups are still in front of her. So if you've been feeling urged to retreat and to separate from your person, this could be a sign to do so. And the push, like the universe giving you a little push. Remember, I'm not telling you what to do. You have to do what you've been called to do, okay? It's just the messages I'm getting. With justice here and temperance in the reverse, this is the impatience. You're kind of fed up and you want balance. You want them to serve you justice, okay? And if your party's in a third, your person is in a third oh my goodness. If your person is in a third party situation, that's understandable that you want them to be just to you. This even could be you indicating that you want them to get divorced. Now remember, if you might want to watch Gemini's reading, if this especially is resonating with you, because you can't control what they do. You can't force them to do anything. It's what you want. It's what you're communicating to them, that you feel that you want justice for you and you want them to leave this third party. Again, it doesn't have to be an actual person. They could be stuck in some sort of toxic work situation or have toxic family members or maybe even addiction or something. You just want them to bring justice to the situation. Okay. So what is Aries person's feeling towards them? These look a little sloppy. All right, so we have the Sun. Aw. We have the Four of Coins in the reverse. And then we have the Hanged Man. They almost want you to move on. Okay, the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. They see you as their sun, their light, their universe. They see you as the most positive force in their life. But they recognize that you need to go. There's a codependency issue here. Okay, whether it's you on them or them and their situation, it's like nothing is going to change until you can let go of them. And they're trying to let go of you to kind of help you let go of them. Yeah, and the Hanged Man in the reverse, they don't want you to be stuck. They don't want you to... There's a feeling of a spiritual connection here. And they're like, they don't want you to get swept up in the spirituality, in the intensity of this connection, that you stay in it, even if it's hurtful towards you. They're like, your person is like, they're having trouble making the change. Whatever it is, moving away from freeing themselves. There we go. They're trying to let you go. They could be trying to let another situation go. But the big message is they don't want you to, because the connection is so strong and it feels very good and intense, they don't want you to sacrifice your sanity and your happiness and your mental and spiritual well-being just for the sake of this connection. All right, so what are the mutual feelings here in this connection? Strength. There's a very strong bond here. So I was saying there was it feels like a spiritual connection. Okay, there is a very strong bond here. You guys are bound together by this strength. But you both will need strength for you to walk away and for them to free themselves. Okay? It's always the, if you love them, let them go. That's kind of the energy that's coming in here. Okay. So what does Aries need from their person? What does Aries need from their person? What does Aries need from their person? Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of getting with that first card. Queen of Swords is, yeah. Okay. These cards were all over the place. All right, so we have Strength in the reverse. It's showing up again, but in the reverse here, we have the Queen of Swords. Look at that lady. She's got her hand up. Full stop. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Aries needs from their person. Aries you need them to tell you to go. That's kind of harsh, but it's like you don't have the full strength and the courage to walk away on your own because of the codependency issue. I feel like you're a little bit more codependent on them and they can sense that, but then they're codependent on whatever third party situation they're stuck in. Whether it's an actual relationship with a karmic or it's this toxic job or family member or an addiction, you're codependent on them, they're codependent on that, is what it feels like. And I don't want you to take codependency as a criticism. I feel like every single person on the planet struggles with codependency at some point because we're very social beings. Humans are, but we have to learn how to be social in a healthy way. Anyway, Aries wants their person. You want them to give you the strength and the courage to walk away from this. You want them to cut them out, to cut you out, to tell you the truth here. We have the Knight of Wands. It's almost like them giving you permission to go have fun. Okay, Knight of Wands is a very upbeat energy, very intense, sometimes a player. They may be giving you permission to go date other people, to just go out there and have some fun. But it feels more like go to parties, go to concerts, go enjoy yourself, go to a bar and hang out with people, is what it feels like. They want, Aries, you want that permission from them to go live your life and do your thing while they work on their stuff over here. All right, so what does your person need from you, Aries? What does your person need from you? Okay. We have the Six of Wands. The Seven of Chalices in the reverse. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Aries, your person wants you to be accepting of this, of the walking away and the letting go. You need from them, or they need from you to go be victorious, to go have fun. I think the idea, I feel like the idea of them dealing with their third party situation while still in communication with you is very overwhelming. Okay. This Ten of Pentacles in reverse feels like division of assets or a breakdown of a situation. Okay. So it almost feels like your person is saying, I have things I have to deal with, and trying to deal with these things while I'm still interacting with you, still trying to be in a relationship with you. It's very difficult and it's overwhelming. So I need you to be accepting of this separation, this time apart, while I'm dealing with this very intense, overwhelming breakdown in my life. All right. All right. So what are the mutual needs here? What are the mutual needs between Aries and their person? I have Ace of Cups in the reverse. There is a strong desire to continue giving love here, but it can't be healthy love while the situation is as it stands. So it almost feels like the Ace of Cups is you giving love to each other energetically, while you go live your life and enjoy yourself on your own, and while they can feel your support and encouragement while they're working out their stuff over here. Okay. All right. So what are the next steps here for Aries? What are the next steps for Aries? One more, please. Okay, so we have the Star. We have this Eight of Swords. It kind of came out sideways, but it feels like it needs to be in the upright. And then we have the Sun in the reverse. So next steps for you, Aries, are getting out of your head, opening up your mental space, and finding your destiny and your soul's path and creating happiness on your own. Learning how to be happy as a single person, as an individual, without any sort of relationship. Okay? It's very straightforward. And I feel like this Eight of Swords is you thinking that it's very, you have a hard time believing that you could be happy as a single person, but it's just a mental trapping. I feel like part of your path is learning how to be happy on your own. Okay. All right. And what are the next steps for Aries person? All right, what are the next steps for Aries person? So interesting. This came up in Gemini's reading as well. I was using this same deck, and this deck has 4 Lovers cards, and you're supposed to take the one that you resonate with most and use it, but I feel like I'm betraying the other cards. So I just keep them all in here. So they're getting the Lovers twice. They have the Lovers here. They have the Knight of Swords, and then they have the Lovers in the reverse. So this is really symbolizing that third party situation here, because they have you. You're their soul tie. You're who they're supposed to be with, right? The Lovers. Okay. And then we have the Lovers in the reverse, that karmic energy that they're trying to separate themselves from, to free themselves from. And in between them is we have the Sword of Truth, honesty, a fast forward movement of getting out of this situation that is not right for them. Tarot is so interesting to me, how that happens. Yeah, the Lovers is also about making choices. So what are they going to choose? Are they going to choose you, this person that they have this deep soul tie with, or are they going to choose their karmic? All right, this is a general reading, so of course not every single person in the scenario is going to choose their Aries. Some of them are going to stay with their karmic. But look how intensely she's staring at the sword. She's trying really hard to focus on the truth and the direction she wants to go in. Okay. Usually the Knight of Swords is on a horse and they're speeding ahead, but she's concentrating. She's focused. What is the truth? What is my soul's path? What is the direction I need to go in? Okay. And you know, it's weird. I use this deck pretty regularly and I hardly ever have 2 Lovers come out. And like I said, it happened in Gemini and now it's happening here. All right, so what are the mutual next steps here for Aries and their person? King of Wands. King of Wands. He's a man of action. He moves forward. He puts a plan in place. He takes what's his without hurting others. It's a very intense energy. Wands is fire. We also have the World on the bottom. So it's like taking action and making choices and decisions towards the next phase of life, movement in the new direction here. And it's like in order for you guys to make choices and take action together, you need to go learn how to be happy by yourself, and they need to get out of this situation. All right, so let's get a final word of advice here for Aries. It can be for you, your person, or both. Just take it how it resonates. Final word of advice here. Okay. See? Prosperity lies ahead. It's hard to separate from somebody like this, but there is happiness. I mean, you have the sun here. They have the sun here. The sun in reverse, to me, always feels like the happiness is right in front of you. You just have to figure out what's blocking it. So they have the sun. You have the sun. There's 2 lovers cards here. We have the star. There's lots of positive energy here, but you have to be willing to retreat. And they have to be willing to free themselves. And you guys have to work on this codependent energy. Okay? And then prosperity is ahead of that. Prosperity is not where you are. Prosperity is ahead. It's down the road if you guys are willing to do the work. Okay? All right, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope you found it helpful. If it resonated, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.